Ragnar Lothbrok. The name alone carries weight like a longship's hull laden with plunder. He is more than just a Viking, more than a warrior, more than a king. Ragnar embodies the wild spirit of the Northmen, their hunger for glory, their fearlessness in the face of death. Even centuries after his supposed lifetime, we are drawn to his story. Was he real? Was he legend? The answer, like the mists that shroud his homeland, is not so simple. But that is part of what makes Ragnar so compelling. He exists where history and myth collide, a figure shrouded in both fact and fantasy. My journey as Ragnar in Vikings was a life-changing experience. It forced me to confront the brutality and the brilliance of this bygone era. To understand Ragnar, you cannot just read about him. You must feel the icy winds of the North Sea on your face, smell the salt and the blood in the air. You must hear the clash of axes and the roar of a people hungry for conquest. Join me as we delve into the world of Ragnar Lothbrok, a world of raiding and revenge, of loyalty and betrayal, of gods and monsters. His tale is a tapestry woven from threads of history, myth, and pure, unadulterated adventure. Pinning down the historical Ragnar is no easy task. Records from his time, the 9th century AD, are scarce. What we do have is a jumble of conflicting accounts, embellished tales passed down through generations. Some historians believe he was a composite figure, a merging of several real Viking leaders. Others claim he was entirely fictional, a product of Norse storytelling. The sagas, those epic poems of the Vikings, are our primary source for Ragnar's exploits. They tell of his raids on Francia and England, his cunning strategies, his insatiable thirst for power. We hear of his wives, the shield maiden Lagertha and the cunning Aslaug, each adding their own flavor to the legend. But how much of this is true? Did Ragnar really sail up the Seine and sack Paris? Did he truly possess the cunning and charisma attributed to him? We may never know for sure, but the lack of concrete evidence only adds to his mystique. Ragnar exists in the realm of possibility, a tantalizing enigma that continues to fascinate historians and storytellers alike. To understand Ragnar, you must understand the Vikings. They were not just mindless barbarians as they are often portrayed. They were skilled sailors, fierce warriors, and shrewd traders. They possessed a rich culture steeped in mythology and a deep respect for their gods, particularly Odin, the All-Father. Ragnar, in many ways, embodies the Viking ideal. He was fearless in battle, always seeking to expand his power and influence. He was a cunning strategist, able to outwit his enemies both on and off the battlefield. And he was driven by an unquenchable thirst for adventure, always seeking new lands to conquer, new treasures to claim. The Vikings were agents of change, their longships cutting through the waters of Europe like knives. They challenged the established order, leaving their mark on the map and in the collective memory of the lands they encountered. Ragnar, whether a real figure or a symbol, stands as a testament to their impact on the world. Ragnar's story, passed down through generations, continued to resonate long after the Viking Age. His exploits have been immortalized in countless works of art, literature, and music. From the ancient sagas to modern-day television shows, his legend continues to capture our imaginations. The History Channel's Vikings brought Ragnar roaring back to life for a modern audience. Millions were captivated by his story, his struggles, his triumphs. It wasn't just about the battles and the bloodshed, though those were certainly a part of it. It was about exploring the man behind the myth, the complex and often contradictory figure who straddled the line between hero and villain. The show, while taking creative liberties, sparked a renewed interest in Viking history and culture. People were drawn to the raw power of their stories, the stark beauty of their world. And at the heart of it all was Ragnar, a figure who embodied both the best and worst of his people.